I'm here today on October the 9th, 2009 in a very special place, the Glenhyrst Art Gallery in Brantford, Ontario. And fortunately, I'm here with an expert who can tell me everything about this beautiful place. Karen Bell is here with me from the gallery. And please tell me, Karen, what room are we in now and what's on display?
Well, we're now on the ground floor of the gallery. This is Gallery 1. And as I was saying, all of the work in the gallery for the next month is Dave Hines' work. And he works with reclaimed materials. Often he'll be working with aluminum or wood, and he loves to work collaboratively. So, for example, this piece down here, which is a large mural.
It is large.
Again, he's working with colored aluminum, which he etches and engraves into. But he's also, this piece is unique because he went into the schools and worked with school children.
Oh, look at that.
And he actually had the students design and then scrape away the colored part of the aluminum, and then he was able to rivet these pieces onto the mural.
So that's truly collaborative, because obviously he's gotten school children involved, doing all these details here. And the color of the aluminum is original.
That's right.
Okay.
So he would go to a company that was working with aluminum, for aluminum siding.
Right.
And they would have all these colors, and that would, in a sense, become his palette.
That's cool.
And he would decide, he'd have to design this piece so that it worked artistically. But as I say, he's very interested in using reclaimed material and finding new uses, new artistic expression with them.
So not only is he using new techniques, but he's also using an innovative approach to create it with other people.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And another example of that are the wood pieces over here. He will work with a couple of artists who are interested in working with wood. And so often when you think of a bench, you think of a sort of a perfect bench with perfectly even edges.
Rectangular.
Yeah. And of course, he's looking at this very differently.
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
There's such beauty in the wood as it is, as a found object, right?
That's right.
And so he still has, he's enjoying the grains in the wood, the imperfections.
Yeah, exactly. And different lengths. Exactly,
so in a sense, it becomes functional, but it's also a sculpture.
Exactly.
That's his approach.
And it's sort of a celebration of things that are already there, that exist.
Yes.
Great.
And again, with this table piece, for example, the legs were part of a barrel. So he has to basically use his imagination to think about how can this become, a new piece of material. And he has this philosophy over there, which we can take a look at. The people who are working the furniture, it's called eventual furniture.
Eventual furniture is a collaboration between visual artists David Hine and Tor Lukasik-Foss to work out a set of principles for the use of reclaimed wood in the making of practical objects. Basically, it's an approach to furniture making which seeks to retain the maximum amount of personality, that's what we talked about, from its source materials, the warped and rounded aspects of beached lumber, banged and intruded upon surfaces of housing joists and cuts, and the gnarl of fallen trees, and the graceful curve of barrel staves. Wonderful.
Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
So, great.
So, and this again is another piece. This is a lot of fun.
This is also by David Hine?
Yes.
So he creates very different types of objects.
Absolutely. I mean, I think really for him it's the process that's very intriguing.
Yeah.
So he'll find these materials. Underneath
I wonder what that is.
Is the garden hose. So that gives you that sort of shape of the tube.
Okay.
And then these are all found objects that he's found and placed together onto this piece.
Exactly.
And again, he's worked with another artist, Don Hackett, to create this piece out of plastic and garden hose.
Interesting. Let's see what he calls that. He calls it a coral tree. Porcelain, plastic, garden hose, wood glass, and acorn. Very, very eclectic.
Yeah, very eclectic.
Yeah.
I mean, he's having fun. Like, there's the pieces of clay that he's colored, but also, he's incorporating it in with found materials.
Very nice.
Well. Very whimsical.
Beautiful. And look at this here. Esso oil burner. I love that.
That dates back.
Exactly. And I have to show the mantelpiece of the chimney here, because this is gorgeous marble. Wow.
That is part of the original house. This would have been a living room.
Yeah.
And it would have been a beautiful living room. I mean, Edmund Cock traveled a great great deal. He had a lot of money, so he was able to enjoy traveling to Europe.
Now, were they industrialists, or what was the Cockshott family?
Business
people.
Yeah, it was business. I believe they had business in Toronto and Brantford as well.
I have to do some research on them,
well.
Because Brantford was a big kind of industrial center in the past, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So there were some wealthy families.
Lots of wealthy families.
Okay.
Absolutely. And so you're seeing that in this house, because it was designed by an architect. And as we were looking at the windows, and beautiful details.
I know, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous mansion, that's for sure. Well, thank you so much for showing me this room, and we'll head off to another area now.
All right,
thank you.